Biography of late Mrs. Victoria Adenike Titilayo Ayantoye, J.P. ní Kolawole, aka Iyayin. Birth. Born in Ipe on 12 January 1957 into the family of late Pa Amos Akanji Kolawole, aka Ajiroba, and late Madam Abigail Igbayilola ní Aderoju of Oba and Olaobi's compounds respectively. Childhood days. Titilayo, as popularly called, and occasionally Toria, that is, Victoria, was a renowned childhood royal family traditionalist when it comes to Ori festival in Ife town. As far as late Oba Lawumi Adesina Titiloyi too was concerned, Ori festival without the participation of Victoria Titilayo Adenike was then not only incomplete but also vacuum festival, as the traditional matron must be involved. Titilayo was then the principal actor along with Mrs. Monisola Amo ní Afolayan, Alice Omoladun Ilifoye, and few others. Matron means Ipe-Ajo princesses who have virgins. As part of festival outing of the Ipe-Ajo princesses was the girdle of heavy beads worn round the waist, overlapping the buttocks from the abdomen to the brassiere. These coils of beads were about 50 in number, heavily packed together by the girls, Titilayo and one other, wearing the beads found it difficult to walk any distance. Thus, the other adult female members how to carry the girl's shoulder high in praise of Kabiyesi, Oba, and the stool. History and development of Ife town traditionally can never be adequate and comprehensive without reference to Victoria Titilayo Adenike for her active participation in the historical events of Ori Festival in Ife land. Primary education. Victoria Titilayo Adenike started her primary education career in Baptist LEA School, Ife, in the year 1966 and graduated in 1972 alongside her colleagues, many of which are of blessed memory. Some of the living ones include Mrs. Monisola Amo Hawolumate ní Afolayan, Mr. Enoch Erinhoye Babajile, Mrs. Rebecca Okola Amosun ní Ogunwuyi, Mrs. Hannah Ajewole ní Hanwo, Mrs. Victoria Adeniyi ní Habaton, to mention but few. Secondary school education. She started her secondary school education in Ise Little Grammar School. She spent just 2 years there, during which Michael Ayantoye, her husband, came her way. A very long and interesting story to tell. The sad story cemented and concrete and sustained her marital relationship with her husband till death. Glory be to God. She proceeded to Isolation Grammar School, where she obtained a school certificate WAEC with good grades and named tight situations. By and large, she proceeded to Ilorin Teachers College for her TC2 pivot course. Tertiary education. Her tertiary education was retarded due to her 100% love and affections for her husband despite her O-level and TC good results, which qualified her for both NCE and university education. She willingly submitted that her husband, popularly referred to as Wui, pursue his education to any length at her own expense. She endures till her husband graduated both at College of Education Oyo and University of Nigeria, Nsukka. It was after her husband completed his education that Victoria Adenike then dreamt of enrollment at College of Education Oro and University of Ado-Ekiti for her NCE and Bachelor of Arts in Education respectively. Iyanyo, a Bachelor of Arts in Education Yoruba graduate, was exempted from NYSC due to her age. To God be to glory. Working experience. She served as a teacher in the following schools: 11th September 1980, Home Economic Center, Ikotun; 1st July 1981, Ebenezer LGEA School, Erinle; 1st July 1984, Baptist LGEA School, Erinle; 1st May 1986, Baptist LGEA School, Itapalpa; 8th January 1990, Baptist LGEA School, Offa; 1st November 1991, St. Matthias LGEA School, Erinle; 1st May 1993, Baptist LGEA School, Ijagbo; 20th July 1995, Pilot Center, Ijagbo; 11th November 2000, Pilot Center, Ojoko; 12th December 2001, Pilot Center, Ipe; 25th September 2006, Community LGEA School, Fufuwari; 13th November 2006, Muslim LGEA School, Ipe, as an assistant head teacher; 20th October 2006, Baptist LGEA School, Ipe, as an assistant head teacher, and later became the head teacher until her death on 7th November 2014. As a head teacher, she used her veritable office to achieve the construction of a well-equipped computer center to the school. Her family life. She married her husband, Mr. Mike Ayantoye, in December 1975. The marriage was formalized in December 28, 1980, and blessed with 6 children. 2 died for her life. The surviving ones include engineer Mrs. Ayanronke Shola Adeleke, Mrs. Busayo Ayanbola Balogun, Mrs. Opeyemi Ayanbukola Oyedemi, and the baby of the house, the father of all and the pillar of Michael Ayantoye's dynasty, Mr. Babawale Ayanwumi Oluwatoyin Ayantoye. Mama is also survived by her sons-in-law, Engineer Adeleke S. Adedapo, Mr. Balogun Olalekan, and Mr. Oyedemi Oyebisi. Also with special reference to her elder sister, Mrs. Rebecca Mujiradi Afolayan, and Mrs. Esther Dairo, her immediate younger sister. She loved her husband. Also, her extended family members loved her and cherished her legacy as wife. She was the honest wife, a kind, meek, and supportive wife, and loved by every extended member of Ayantoye's household. She was among the favorite wives of Onilu's compound, Ife. She was a big focused woman who produced big results. Her moral instinctive tendency protected that which she loved and cherished. Iyanyo's social life. Iyanyo belongs to only one club of her like minds, Harmony Ladies Club, Ife. She presided over the club for over 10 years before handing over to Dickness Lydia Fagile, the current president of the club. She is the current treasurer of the club to date. She was appointed as a member of School-Based Management Committee of Government Secondary School, Ife, in April 2007. Mama's Christian life. A virtuous woman, an ideal Christian mother, a devoted Christian, a prayerful woman, and a cheerful giver. From childhood at the age of 10, She had been a chorister in many churches. First Baptist Church Ipe, First Baptist Church Erinle, Ibukolua Baptist Church Jago, to mention the few. Till the day to her brief illness, she was a chorister, a Sunday school teacher, a coordinator of First Baptist Church Children Evangelism Team, a strong member of WMU, a member of different church committees, a member of Ìràwọ̀ Tinton Society of First Baptist Church Ife, a member of Iná Ọlọ́run Tàn Ìbùkún Baptist Church Ìjàgbó, a born-again woman, a Christ-like woman, an example of biblical virtuous woman, a member of Prayer Warrior in First Baptist Church Ife. She was a leader of House Fellowship. She made a journey to Israel, Jerusalem in the year 2012. She was to be the lady chairperson at the service of song at Victory Baptist Church, Bayagon, on next December year 2014 before she was called to glory. She's a lover of widows, kind to children, aged, and admirer of youths. She was an admirer of Christian folds in Ife, or the local government area and Kwara State at large. Tribulations. Victoria Adenike Titilayo faced tribulations simply because she married her husband, who many people misconceived to be a difficult, tough man. Titilayo, who understood her spouse very well as a highly principled man who doesn't compromise his principles unnecessarily under whatever circumstance, stood firmly by her husband in all situations, come what may. Unlike most women who do run away from storm, Iyanyo always used the situation as an opportunity to soar to a greater height and to forge her head. She was full of faith that all shall be well, since she perfectly believed that Jesus is her life. Jésù ni wà láàyè. A courageous woman, like an eagle, she endures till death. Lesson learned from Iyanyo. Despite all odds, her spirit was getting stronger. She was a woman of faith in the Lord, a lover of God, men and women of God. She showed her faith by her deeds as she gave to the less endowed. Only eternity will reveal the enormity of her contributions to her churches and humanity in her own environment. She had the assurance of salvation in Christ Jesus and her home in glory. She lived a full life committed to her faith, a mother of many, both privileged and underprivileged. She affected the lives of numerous people, both materially and unsolicited prayer and fasting. Adieu, Mama. Adieu, Iyanyo. Aya Ayanwuyi. Ìyá Àyànrónkẹ́. Ìyá Àyànbọ́lá. Ìyá Àyànbùkọ́lá. Ìyá Àyànwùmí. Àmú olódodo lọ síwájú ọjọ́ ìbí. Ó dìgbà.